All right, guys. Welcome to a back day.
Oh.
This was recorded yesterday. Yesterday is Monday. Recording this Tuesday. Hopefully, I get this video out tonight by 5 or 6 o'clock. We'll see. In this lift today, we got some seated cable rows here.
Oh, dude. Oh,
real heavy.
that's way too heavy. Holy shit.
Around sets of 6. And then we're going to go to the plate loaded rows, and then we're going to go to some
That was way too heavy.
pull downs, some cable pull downs with the little T grip, the wedge grip. And then we're going to go back to the seated cable rows. I'm real tired. I took today off of training. I was supposed to go do chest today. Didn't happen. Way too tired. So probably no video tomorrow. Looks like the thumbnails have been doing better for the footage. Looks like the thumbnails have been doing better. Which is great. Getting some more traction. I think today I was just gonna talk about progress in the gym. And overall how to stay consistent. Consistency is for sure the hardest part of fitness journey, of getting jacked, of getting swole, of getting tan. And the mindset that I have and that I have had for this, you can get a little glimpse of the legs there. That's probably the closest we're going to get to a leg day reveal. Because I probably won't do legs again this week. Who cares? The consistency part, the way I look at something like that, the attitude I take is the difference between you and like what you want to be, or just basically the amount of days in a row you've done it, dude. That's basically all it comes down to. So if you want to have, if you want to get jacked, if you want to get shredded, and you have already completed your task for the day, then you are basically already at your goal. The only part is then that you have to string them along for the amount of days in a row. And I think that just goes for any pursuit that you have, any goal that you have. Let's say you want to be a professional landscaper, right? The amount of days in a row that you have done or completed the skill or task. So when you're trying to stay consistent in the gym, the biggest attitude that you have to have is that whatever you can do for the current day, if you have already completed it, then you already have to see yourself as the final goal, as the final end result. Because doing, like a lot of people when they start out, you know, they want to get jacked, they want to get shredded. You know, they do so much in the beginning and then stop because they think, you know, at the beginning, they also don't really understand how long it takes to achieve their physique or get to their goal. So for the most part, if all you can do today is, you know, a lift, a 30-minute lift, or even a body weight lift and 30 minutes of cardio, or a 45-minute walk, that's it. You've done it. You've completed it, and you have to envision yourself as your physique, achieving your physique already. It's already done. You have already obtained it, and there's nothing more that you can do. Same thing goes for dieting. If you have eaten the specific meals that you have planned out, or you hit your macros, your calorie intake, whatever it is, you have to see yourself as already completed in having physique that you want to obtain. If you do not hold a mentality like that, you will get burnt out, and you will get most likely discouraged and probably quit, because you soon realize that even 4 weeks of that, you're not really close to anywhere of your end goal, of your physique that you want to obtain. So you just have to keep holding that mindset that whatever you do for that day, you already have your physique, and you just keep doing that and repeating and spamming that until you have your physique. And if you hold that mindset and you hold that attitude and you just keep doing it for the amount of days in a row that you need to, then you will have the physique. You will reach your goals. I think that having a mindset or an attitude towards your physique any other way is going to really stifle you and really discourage you from attending the gym, because it just takes such a long time. I don't know. I think I was just reflecting on that the other day on my walk about how long something like this takes, and the attitude you need to possess in order to achieve it. So essentially, because what it comes down to is habits. You are your habits. I mean, that's an Aristotelian virtue ethic, that virtue is habitual. So whatever you are doing habitually, that's what you are. And virtue is the same. So if you want to be the virtuous person, then it's a habit. You have to keep doing it. It's just the amount of time that you've been doing it over and over again. It's a pretty simple explanation, but the execution is obviously the hardest part. And you also have to have the mindset too of not 100% or zero. It's not an either or. It's not an all or nothing outlook. If the best you can do today is a 3, that's fine, because you're still adding incrementally up to your dream physique, to the goal physique that you want to obtain. So it doesn't matter, because even if you just stayed at the 3 increase of 3 every single day, let's say it's out of 10, you only did 3 out of 10. The next day you did 3 out of 10. You just kept doing that. You would eventually achieve your physique. Sure, would it take a lot longer? Sure, yeah. But the point being that doing something is better than nothing at all. And so in having that attitude of something is better than nothing, and the consistency of just doing what you can for the day, and then picturing yourself with, no, I have already achieved the physique, the future. I already possess it because of what I have done today. If you hold that attitude, you will get to your physique, to the end stage that you are aiming for. And I think having this attitude or the mindset, this disposition, is essential, and it is necessary in order to achieve your physique, just because the amount of time it takes to get to where you want to go. Because I feel like I've talked about this a lot, but people who take gear, okay, steroids, gear, people who want to take it just for a look, or people who just want to take it because they see people on Instagram, they look, you know, they look sick. Most of the time, they haven't acquired the skill of discipline or the virtue of discipline. And the virtue of discipline is like a skill. Like it takes time to build up to be disciplined. So most of the time when most guys start taking gear and they haven't honed that skill or virtue of discipline, more times than not, they will not achieve their physique. And if they do, they'll lose their physique once they get it, because once they get there to their end goal, they're like, oh, I already got this, and I got this in what, 9 months? You know, let's say it's even a year and a half. Oh, I've already got it. So now what? Now what do I want to do? Because most guys who take gear, they don't want to look like, let's say, Nick Walker or Chris Bumstead. They want to look like, Ziz. You know what I mean? Like, that's all they really want. You know, they don't want to be a professional bodybuilder. They just want to be a jacked, shredded, sick cunt. You know what I mean? So once they achieve that, they have nothing else that's pushing them. They have nothing else that's well, see, for them, motivation is the only driving factor. That's the only force that's pulling them to continue to work out. They have no discipline. They haven't honed that skill yet or acquired that virtue. So then they just, you know, fade off and get off gear and then probably not work out ever again. So yeah, that's the outlook. That's the mindset that I think you need for something like a fitness goal, for a fitness journey, is just to, one, do as much as you possibly can today. And it's really not as much as people think that you have to do. It's just they you know, they compound on top of each other. They snowball. The lifting plus the cardio plus the diet. Okay, and if you, let's say you're even 4 out of 10 out of that. Okay, I've achieved. You still have to look at it as I achieved my physique, because even if you do 4 out of 10 every single day, 4 out of 10, you're going to achieve your physique. So it's not an all or nothing. Do as much as you can with what you have today, and you have to see yourself as already having arrived at the end stage. And then you just keep doing that, spamming that, regardless. And again, it's not the motivation, it's the discipline. And you continue to do that, you will eventually end up at the end stage of the goal that you want to arrive at. So that was my main, I don't know, my main thought that I wanted to just talk about today. Something else that also I've been thinking a lot about over the weekend. Oh, dude, it's been so hot here in the South Bay. It's been insanely hot. Just drenched in sweat, dude. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, man, is jobs, dude. Man, it's really starting to become more and more apparent that the current structure of going to a 9-to-5 or getting a 9-to-5, even at the best case scenario, a remote 9-to-5, is not only not worth it, but it's the wrong approach. What are you doing, dude? You're going to a 9-to-5 to save money so that you don't have to work when you're 65, when you're 70. I mean, if you're lucky, you'll not work at 65 the way things are going with society and inflation and monetary policy. You'll be lucky. So what are you doing? You're wasting your entire youth away from your home, away from your loved ones, from your friends, from doing things that you can, from doing things that you like to do, that you enjoy doing, that you want to do, that you want to pursue, in order to save up for when you're 65, when you're 70 years old, to have some free time, and then you have about 5 years, 10 years if you're lucky, and then that's it. I think we got to start, unemployment maxing, computer maxing, finding side hustles off of the internet to make money and to not have to do anything anymore, dude. That has to be the end goal, and we got to get creative. We got to get really creative. I think it's just I think most of it is just social media. I think whatever you're doing on social media, or whatever your personality is, whatever little niche subjects that you like or hobbies that you like, hopefully you have some sort of skill. Even if it's just fucking playing video games. If it's only playing video games, you need to start monetizing it through the internet and gain. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of a following to monetize a following to allow you to just live, dude, to support your lifestyle. We're not talking about, just gigantic, mansions and cars and watches and blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're talking about just enough to sustain a basic level of income, a basic level of support of a lifestyle. And that seems to be a pathways through the internet, through monetizing a following of a fan base. And hopefully you have honed a skill or a craft, or you're at least entertaining enough. You have some charisma that you have that you have sharpened or honed, or that you possess, that you're able to monetize. So that's the workout for today. That's the quick rant today. Hopefully me and Schmickus will be back doing some streams here soon. He's back. Gonna start streaming as much as possible. This is the last week for workouts, and then I'm taking about a month off, maybe 5 weeks, who knows. And then we're just and hopefully I'm just gonna start hammering the Instagram Reels, the TikToks, the YouTube Shorts, hammering Twitter, some funny tweets coming, and hammering streams, and hopefully we'll continue to blow up. So that's it, fellas.